Hey, everybody. Good morning to you, and welcome back to Marketing Minute with Ronald Couming. Today, we're going to talk about content marketing tips, 10 content marketing tips, but today I'm going to give you tip 8 of 10. I've been breaking these tips down into bite-sized pieces with the title being, what the tip is about. So hopefully you'll be able to just streamline what individual title interests you instead of watching one long video where I discuss every single one of these. But I will do a video. I did a video yesterday on digital marketing where I gave out all 10 tips at one time. It took me about an hour. I'm doing another one today at 1 o'clock, which will be social media tips, which will take me about an hour, all 10. But I'm also going to do each one of them individually. So it does a couple of things. One, again, it allows you to just look at an individual title and see if that's something that you might need to work on or you have some interest in. But the other thing is, for me as an individual, and this is something that relates back to you, is that 10 tips, if I do it one time, that creates one piece of content, maybe 3, the video, the transcription, and then the video with the transcription. But when I break it down into 10, I get 11 pieces, right? 10 tips, and then the one with all 10 tips. So that's 11, but that's 11 times 3, right? So audio, and video. So that's 33 pieces of content for virtually the same material. And then I post them. Every tip I do 2 weeks later at a different time, they're posted on all my social media platforms. So they're loaded up to YouTube. I take them from YouTube, put them up as a blog. I take the URL on my website. I take the URL from my website, and that's what I share. All right. So these are just some tips for you to not just the individual tips, but just watch the way that I promote them and stuff. And you'll get ahead. So let's get into tip 8 today. We're going to talk about machine-generated content because that's going to be a thing. It already is. We have machine learning. We have, AI and machine learning. You'll see ML, AI, ML. Okay, so another facet of AI is what is known as machine-generated content, and it's pretty self-explanatory content that has been created by a machine. Now, Google loves original content, in-depth content. It's all about creating content for the users, keeping in mind that the search engines need to index it and then post it, choose you to bring it up when somebody's searching, but you can't write strictly for the search engines. You have to provide a good user experience on whatever the subject matter is. Remember, at the end of the day, all these search engines, all these social media platforms are businesses, and the people who go to their platforms are their customers. Us, the business owners, entrepreneurs, we are not their customers unless we're buying ads, right? So keep in mind that these businesses want to provide the best user content. So keep that in mind whenever you're creating your content. So you're going to have to learn how to invest in tools that can help and pick up the slack in areas where your team may not be as versed as creating content. So, if for some, there's many reasons why you might want to use some type of machine-generated content. We actually use a little bit of it, but what we do is we'll use that and it will deliver the piece to us, but then we'll go in and edit it and personalize it. But that is great because then instead of taking us in 2 hours, 3 hours to create the piece of content, it will now take us 15 minutes to edit it and personalize it and make sure everything is right. So it does save a ton of time. So there's a pencil. There's a service you can use called Pencil, can help you create ads using AI. Simply provide the raw materials you have to work with, such as your brand guidelines, images, videos, and let pencils do the work in generating the content. Again, you have, a piece of machine learning AI, and it's, let's say it's like an app, it's a service. You add in your logos, your content, your subject matter, you add in some information, and then it will just create the script for you, or it will create the content for you. And then, but you've got to go back and edit it. Don't just think it's a done deal. And then there's Rasa, Rasa, simplifies the newsletter creation process by pulling content from your blog and other designated sources. The AI also personalizes each newsletter based upon the content your readers previously consumed. So if once you pipe this system in, this Rasa, R-A-S-A, and you connect it to your blog, and you're sending out emails, there's a way to see how many people have opened your emails, how many people have read your emails. So, if one piece has, and keep in mind your subject matter is very important, but if one piece has a 30% open rate and another piece has a 12% open rate, and you're sending it pretty much to the same audience, right? You want to folk that tells me right away that particular audience is probably more interested in the subject matter in that 30% open rate, right? So you want to do more of that and less of what had the 10%. So it's really not that hard to figure out. But AI provides an excellent way for content creators to keep producing large amount of content by helping them save time and resources. Like I said, it will, you can pipe in some information and this will just generate. You can create 100 blogs, in a week, right? And then just edit them the second week, and you're good for over 3 months. You can post stuff out every single day, right? And I do know some people who do that. They'll just take like a Sunday and then just do like 10 videos and then just drip them out over the next 10 days. They do that 3 weeks in a row. On the fourth week, they don't really have to do anything because they've created 30 days of content. So on that week, they can go back and do their books or whatever they want to do. So there's many things you can do with respect to creating content. But remember, at the end of the day, your content needs to resonate with your customers and clients. It needs to solve a problem. It needs to have quality. And whether you're generating the original material comes to you from some type of AI or machine learning component, go in and edit that. Don't just take that. It might be fine, but you want it to be yours, right? And you can kind of tell when you see machine-generated content, because the English isn't really perfect. And I don't mean perfect like if you were in college, but I mean just the usage of the words, you can tell is just in the way the words are strung together. So you really need to go in and edit. But it's a great source because now you don't have to create it, saving that 3 hours, 4 hours. You just have to turn around and edit it. So if you're talking about 10 pieces, and even if it only takes you 2 hours, but now you're down to 10, 15 minutes, 10 pieces is 20 hours, 15 minutes, that's 4 hours, times 20 is 5 hours. So you just save 15 hours of time that you can now reach out to people to try to serve them as your clients, or focus on serving people who are already your customers and clients. So today's tip is about machine learning, that or machine-generated content is actually a thing, has been, but it's definitely something you could utilize. And there's a whole bunch of things. Now, me and my company, RCS Online Solutions, my name's Ronald Couming, we help our clients create all sorts of content and websites and email templates and everything else you need, videos. But the most important thing we do, and the most important thing for you, is once you have this content, you have got to get it indexed, and you have got to get it into people's site when they're searching for content, some type of content and material to solve a problem or to help them be more proficient at whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? So you need to come up for, when somebody's typing in a problem, or they need a product, service, or solution, you need to come up for that. And no one's going to type in. If you type in your name or your website's name, your company's name, and you come up on the first page, that doesn't matter. So what? You are not on the first page. You need to be on the first page for the services, problems, and solutions that you provide to your customer base. Because if they knew who you were, they would not be searching you by name unless they forgot your phone number. So that might be like 1 out of every 500 hits on your website. If they knew who you were, they just pick up the phone and call you, right? When they're making those searches, they don't know who is the person to go to, right? So you need to come up in the searches for the products, services, and solutions that your customers are searching for. And if you're not, talk to us at RCS Online Solutions, Ronald Couming, because we have a bunch of different systems, but one of our proprietary systems that's one of our most popular is that we will get you ranked on the first page of the search engines before you even pay us. Totally white hat, and no risk to you, because we'll get you ranked before you even pay us. In this video below, streaming, you will see links to 2 things. One, to get a free consultation with me, and the other thing is for resources. Those free resources are 7 step-by-step tips to help you with your on-page SEO, your YouTube channel, whether it's creating it or maximizing it, your how to create a Facebook group and also have a lot of people in it, and then how to run it. I have like 7 different tips. Google My Business. So these are entire PDFs that are step-by-step guides to help you achieve even greater success. If you can do it yourself, great. I wish you nothing but the best. But if you need some help with some of it, call us. We'll take care of it for you, and you can focus on whatever business that you do that you need to serve your clients and customers. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll be back a little bit later with a couple more lives today. Have a great day.